Israel's defense minister visited Ankara on Thursday, where he met with his Turkish counterpart. The visit is the first since Israel and Turkey resumed diplomatic relations earlier this month. A footage released by the Turkish Defense Ministry Israel's Benny Gantz shows a meeting with Hulusi Akar, posing for photos and signing a visitor's book. Relations resumed for the first time in 4 years, with Turkiye appointing a new ambassador. Turkey had withdrawn its ambassador in protest of the killing of dozens of Palestinians by Israeli gunfire during protests along the frontier with Gaza. Israel and Turkey once enjoyed warm relations, but relations began to sour following the election of Recep Tayyip Erdogan, an outspoken critic of Israel's treatment of the Palestinians, as prime minister in 2003. Tensions peaked in 2010 when Israeli forces stormed a Turkish ship that broke through an Israeli blockade to deliver humanitarian aid to the Hamas-ruled Gaza Strip, killing at least 9 Turkish activists. Israeli Prime Minister Yair Lapid on Thursday signed Israel's copy of a United States-mediated sea border deal with Lebanon. The agreement to demarcate the maritime border comes after months of indirect talks mediated by Amos Hochstein, the U.S. envoy for energy affairs, and would mark a major breakthrough in relations between the two nations, which have formerly been at war since Israel's creation in 1948. Lebanon and Israel both claim around 860 square kilometers of the Mediterranean Sea that are home to offshore gas fields. Lebanon hopes that demarcating maritime borders will pave the way for gas exploration to help lift it out of its crippling economic crisis, which has plunged 3/4 of its population into poverty. Meanwhile, Israel hopes that the deal will reduce the risk of war with Lebanon's Hezbollah. Separately, Hezbollah called a United States-mediated sea border deal between Israel and Lebanon a great victory. The two countries signed copies of the maritime deal on Thursday and delivered them to the United Nations in the coastal border town of Nakura. Nasrallah asserted that, contrary to what had been declared by some Israeli officials, its signing did not signal a recognition of Israel or the normalization of the ties between the two states.
للدولة، للشعب وللمقاومة. هو ليس معاهدة دولية